What's up guys, let's get right to it. Now I took Casey Neistat's filmmaking class in the first cohort back in January, and he gets right into the nitty-gritty. He talks about his techniques, his camera gear, his approach to making stories, extremely detailed concepts, and some very broad life philosophies that he lives by that influences filmmaking. I want to talk about 3 lessons that I learned from taking his course. One of the concepts that he gets into right away is that interestingness is often one layer below the surface of any idea. The whole thought process of don't judge an idea by its first draft fully applies in this scenario. With that, think about your favorite vloggers, your favorite YouTubers, all the content that you consume online, the people that you like to watch regularly. Really, they're not talking about a ton of different things. A lot of times people are just talking about the same things, but just from their perspective. There truly aren't any new ideas under the sun. That's the interestingness that that particular creator is able to find that draws you in as a viewer. It just takes one small concept that you dig a little bit deeper into. So whatever you do, keep pulling the interestingness out of your environment. All right, here, lesson number 2. Every story has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Casey talks a lot about when he's searching for stories or searching for content, something to film, he's looking at everything section by section. He doesn't always know where his story is going to end up. So he really just follows the journey along, and we're going along with him. And you actually see him work through a short story in the lesson. You can see that there's no setup, there's no acting, there's no scripting whatsoever, because everything that happens, there's no possible way that it could be set up. It's important to know and keep in mind that people want to see the resolution. People want that feeling of completeness, that feeling of harmony at the end of a story. So you have to make sure that you deliver that in some capacity when you're telling your story. When you're filmmaking or when you're vlogging, it really is about the journey, because that is really the most entertaining part. And lesson number 3, you have to fight through the demotivation. Now, I'm not going to give it all away, but there's a certain point in the class when you're making this film alongside Casey where he gets very disinterested in the current film that he's making. And it's not disinterested because he didn't like the topic or because he didn't like where it was going. It was because he still had to figure out the ending. And that's something that he has to consistently push through every single story. And anyone else who's been making YouTube videos or trying to vlog or tell stories goes through this exact same thing. Demotivation is a comforting monster. Do not give it a place to stay. Enjoy these tips. I recommend this class if you want to tell better stories at monthly.com. Subscribe to Docdoolit, and I'll see you guys in the next video.